Oh, what's up, YouTube? Southern Comic Geek coming with some more unboxings. Got some original art, got a toy, got a pop, got some comics. And if you want to see what I picked up today, you know what the deal is. You're going to have to stay tuned for the video. Now, before we get into all of this comic book goodness, go ahead and smash that like button for the YouTube algorithm. Hit the subscribe button as well as the bell notification. So when videos like this one go up ever so randomly, you are one of the first people to know and can make a conscious decision as to whether or not to watch it now or later. As long as you watch it, we appreciate you. Talking about people we appreciate, how about the list of channel members, people that are supporting the channel through their monthly membership? And if you are interested in joining this SCG collective, then the Linktree link is in the description below. And of course, there are membership benefits, not the least of which are monthly giveaways. We just, at the time of this taping, gave away a 9.4 copy of Uncanny X-Men 266. So go check it out. You want to get in it to win it. There you go. All right. So got a bunch of original art, got a toy, and you can see the toy over here. So I'm going to show it first. And it is a giant Sentinel. This, I believe, is the Toy Biz version. And so as you can imagine, there is going to be some shots on my Instagram. So be sure to follow me on my Instagram. Southern Comic Geek, all one word over there. I also picked up this pop right here, which is the Beaster, the Beast, not the flocked beast, but the regular beast. And the reason why I'm getting this is because I plan to go to Pensacon in February, and the voice of Beast from X-Men animated series is going to be there. So I plan to get him to sign that pop. The voice of Rogue and the voice of Gambit are going to be there as well. So I'm going to get them signed. Those pops I already have. The voice of Wolverine is going to be there, but I've already got him to sign, or I got one signed by him already. So there is that right there. Now, another person an artist that's on Instagram, Divine Immortality. You have seen me show off some of her prints that I picked up at Cowtown last year. And she posted on her IG several sketch covers that were done, and she was taking at that time to C2E2. So I quickly snagged up this one. There was really two that I was really interested in, but I snagged up the one before she could take it because I'm sure it would have got sold at C2E2 for the price that she had on it. And so here it is. Batman. It's on a Batman the Detective blank, but you can see Batman and his goodness. More of her art is more like a art germ style art is what I would compare it to. And it's, you know, the good girl type deal. And but yeah, so I saw the Batman, and let me go ahead and pick that up. Ironically enough, I actually have three Batman Detective ones that have different Batman sketch covers by three different artists. But anyways, she did throw this in here, and it says, thank you for your order. And it says, personalized, thank you, Jason. And she said, snap and share it on IG, which I will actually. And depending on when you watch this video and you see my Instagram, you might have actually seen this before you see the video. But anyway, nevertheless, on the back of that card, it says, thank you for helping me to live my dream. And so that was pretty nice packaging there. So shout out to Divine Immortality on Instagram. Now she has also been published, by the way. I know she's done a couple of covers for Dynamite, etc. But so another person that is a published artist is Gorkum Demir. He's done some Department of Truth covers and some others, just killer stuff. Usually when his stuff hits his name, you better be watching it. You just happen to get lucky. The stars align because it's going to go pretty quickly. There was one, I'm trying to remember who it was because it was just like I think it was Batman Who Laughs. That's what it was. Batman Who Laughs. I was like, man, that is so sick. It's just some artists, like with his stuff, there's certain, and I don't know the depth of his artistic ability, so I'm not trying to degrade him at all. I mean, at all, but Some artists, their art lends to better to certain characters than others, but it's just his looks so dark, and with the Batman Who Laughs being the character that he is, it just fit really well. So I seen this print that he had done, and it's watercolor, so kind of in the spirit of like a David Mack type. It was super fire. I started not even reach out to him and say how much, because generally when the person says DM me if you're interested, or knowing that he's a published artist, I thought, what's the odds of me actually one getting it, having that he didn't just hadn't updated his IG and he's already sold it, and then two, being more than what I'm willing to pay. Neither one of those were true. He reached straight back out to me and quickly got it packed up and got it shipped out to me. So shout out to him. But this is it right here. And check out that sickness. Sick. It's sick. And so it's the watercolor. And of course, that's Boba Fett. And got it signed down there at the bottom. And so I'm going to have to frame this. I'm going to have to do something with this. This is just not. I mean, this is the kind of art piece you just don't leave in a box somewhere. He threw in a bunch of goodies, got some stickers, got this limited edition mini print that is signed down here, which is really sick. And check that one out. What? Sign. Then this is just an advertisement, but it's equally as sick. Check out that 340 homage venomized, and then, of course, the Venom right there. Threw in a couple more stickers, little 9.8. So threw in all these goodies in there with it. This is a magnet of Stan Lee and Spider-Man there. Check out that. This is from Big Box Company, which it came in a Big Box Company bag inside the box, obviously. But this one is signed by him as well. So equally cool. Got these... that's a sticker. This is a bookmark. Check that out. Look at that Beta Ray Bill. Thank you. The Boba Fett also comes with a certificate of authenticity, and it is even embossed over there. Man, this guy's got his act together. Check out that little baby Grogu, and it's even a postcard for you younger folks. This is what people used to mail instead of texting. But the aliens. There's a venomized Batman Who Laughs and a regular Batman Who Laughs, another bookmark. So shout out to Gorkum Demir and Divine Immortality for great packaging, swift delivery, great product, etc., etc. So let's see what else we got. And so these next pickups are from different people in the comic book community. You might have seen them on the Saturday morning cartoon crew, which is going to start back up in the coming weeks. Starting back up on the 15th. So the 15th of January, we'll have our first one day back. That is the plan. So first package is going to be from Mr. Wolf Blitz, one of Patreon supporters of the channel and frequent member of the cartoon crew. He had been saving a box up for me, and that way I could make the most of my shipping dollars. I'll pay for the books, and then he just holds them. So we got some grails here, folks. Some Turok, yeah. Also picked up Green Lantern 25, which is the first appearance of Atrocitus. Hope I pronounced that right. And then Larfreeze. Batman The Dark Knight. Check out that David Finch goodness on that cover right there. Different inks than what you might normally see on David Finch, but still equally as dope. Star Wars Episode 3. This is part 4 of 4. This is the comic book adaptation of the movie. But more importantly than that, besides the really cool cover, which looks like a Dave Dorman, it is a Dave Dorman, is the fact that this is a newsstand. That's right, a newsie. Then we got the Turtle Mania Special #1, the blank sketch cover, which is the reprint of the OG Turtle Mania, despite what somebody who used to be in the community tried to pawn this off as. Obviously not Wolf Blitz, the person Wolf Blitz got it from. So, but ironically enough, the IG name is very similar. But Wolf Blitz is not kin to him. So I plan to go to Huntsville Comic Expo in April, and Kevin Eastman's going to be there. I'd like to get something really dope on that. It's small enough that it wouldn't take him that long, and hopefully wouldn't be that expensive. But I think he could do something really, really special on that. So it's what my mind's percolating. If you got any ideas for something, let me know in the comments down below. Also, we got X-Men Red. I wasn't a huge fan of the X-Men Red title. I like the gold title better than red, but red better than blue, if you're familiar with those titles back then. Tom Taylor, who's more known for his DC work, but this is a dope Jenny Frizen X3 cover, which is the main reason I got that. Got the Wolverine 10, the David Finch cover. I think this is a ratio variant there. Then we got Star Wars 57, which is an homage to, I think, American Gothic is the name of that. If I'm wrong, let me know in the comments down below. Star Wars 74, which is the next to the last issue of that Star Wars run. This is volume 2. Star Wars 73. That's a Phil Noto cover there. Then we got Batgirl 28, nice little foily foil. And Wolf threw this in for free because it's got a scratch on it, he said somewhere. I don't write it, but maybe it's on the back. But he threw it in. I tried to claim it at the same time. Somebody else had tried to claim it. And he said, hey, look, I got a second one. I said, cool. And he said, this one's scratched up. I'll just throw it in your box. No big deal. Star Wars number 60. Star Wars 48. Rye number 1. I'm not familiar with that cover. And, of course, I've got this whole run already. Just I don't have all the different variant covers. But this is a great run written by Matt Kent and actually illustrated by Clayton Crane. Not the covers, which this is not a Crane cover here, but the interiors are done by Crane, which you don't see anymore. But great story. Short. It's only like 12, 14 issues. Definitely worth the read. And then we got this from Wolf. This is a really good story. I'm probably going to read it again. I'm not sure if I want to keep him or not, just for the sake of space. However, it was a really good story. And the covers are pretty dope. And that is Identity Crisis number 1. These are these Michael Turner covers. Rags Morales, which I've met and got a sketch cover from, does the art or interiors. And then we got number 2, again, Michael Turner cover. Number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Check that out. And number 7. So yeah, the whole series. He had it. He put it up as a buy it now on the cheap. So I picked it up, and I said, if I want it, I'll keep it. And if I don't, I'll sell it. So it's no big deal. And then I'm not sure if I got this other Turok number 1 from him or the next seller that I picked up. So the next batch of books is from Brian Wells, known as Shadow Sip, another one of the channel members, and he has also sold one time on my Saturday Cartoon Crew auction. If you're not familiar with him, you might want to type in like Brian Wells Bloodshot. You might pull him up. He's not the Brian Wells that tried to commit a crime, different guy. But he sold me these books. He is a retailer, not a retailer, but he has a vendor that sells at different booths and stuff like that. Has been doing that for a long time. So check him out. Mike can help you out with some stuff and some deals on the side, or if you're in Cali, then you might could get the hook over there. So Quantum and Woody, this is the retailer preview copy. He gave me a good deal on this. Typically, if you these high grade ones like that, these can be over $100 books. I wanted it. I didn't want it that much, but but he did make me a good deal on that. This is Exo Manowar, the retailer preview, written by Mark Wade. This is from volume 2. So this is when Acclaim had already purchased and switched things over. We got Quantum and Woody from that same run, issue 1, the painted cover. So one of the good things about Valiant, if you're trying to be a completionist, there's not like 20 covers of every single issue. When Acclaim took them over, there's some exceptions to that, but for the most part, that's not been the case. When Acclaim took them over, all the number 1s had a painted cover and a regular cover. I already had the regular one. That's the painted one, which is typically a little more expensive. And then this is Quantum and Woody number 0. American Entertainment exclusive right there. And then this is a book. So those books, I kind of worked a deal on the side. He knew I needed them. He found them in his stuff, and he sold it to me. This was one that he had put up that I just picked up. It's Bloodshot Reborn, number 1, which this is just one of the many variant editions. When Valiant relaunched into a different era that variant covers were now the norm, right? Basically, they weren't the first ones, but books like Spider-Man 1 and X-Men 1 really set the tone for variant covers, and that being the wave of the future. But I think the first one was the John Byrne Superman. So 2, maybe the first variant cover, but I might be wrong on that. And then he also threw this in there for me, which is Comic Shop News. This is like a little deal that you would pick up in the comic shops, and have various different things about the different titles that are coming out. And sometimes they would even stamp them down here, but this one's not stamped. But this one is signed, and I'm trying to remember who he told me this is signed by. I want to say that it's signed by the writer of Harbinger, but I might not be right on that. I think that is the case, though. But yeah, there's that. And then look, some David Finch goodness on the back, the Iwo Jima homage there. And they did several different covers. I've got the American flag one, but they've got a Canadian flag and different state flags, et cetera, et cetera. So those are my pickups. Let me know in the comments below what you think about those, and what you're planning to do this new year, 2022. Are you going after? Are you getting less new books and going after some of the grails? Because a lot of people I talk to, that's what their plans are, is to focus more of the funds on the stuff that they really, really like, as opposed to the new books. And I think we all go through that, trying to narrow our focus. I wish I could narrow my focus a little bit better. My room would probably not be as cluttered, but nevertheless, let me know in the comments down below what your plans are for this year. Hopefully, you will have a great one, especially when it comes to collecting. Again, another shout out to our channel members, whether you're supporting us on YouTube and or Patreon. We do appreciate you. Most of these people are creators of their own, either on YouTube and or Instagram. So take some time, write their names down, go check them out if you're not familiar with their names, and give them a sub up, give them a follow, give them a like, give them a comment in a video. You might just make their day. Full disclosure, they're backed up just like everybody else and trying to get the supplies in. But if you can afford to wait, you can also be rewarded with a coupon. It's bcwsupplies.com for all your supplies and those collectible protection for comic books, coins, cards, vinyl records, etc. Use the coupon code SCG at checkout. Save yourself 10% on your order. There's also a link in the description below. And, well, folks, you know the deal. Until next time, keep reading, keep collecting. Adios.